Hey guys, welcome back. And we're here with one other person, same person.
Yee.
Now, he can either choose to do his thing, or he can just do the story right away. It's up to him.
Go sub to my channel. Let's go do this.
Okay, so you're standing staring at Fredbear right now.
Oh yeah, this is the channel for any moment. Okay.
Do you fall asleep?
No.
Okay, you don't. What are you gonna do? You hear the ding dong.
Alright, well, yes, I'm gonna go see if the phone is working.
You walk to the office. Do you hear the phone going ding 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 ding?
Pick up, hello, hello.
It says, hello, welcome to your second night at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. See, I told you it wouldn't make it far.
I hang up.
You hang up and it says, so I told you you'd make it far, and it keeps going.
I mute the call.
It stops going.
Thank God.
It goes ring, 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 ring.
Picks it up. What do you want?
One of your friends is like, wow, okay, then I'll hang up.
No, hang on. I thought you were the one guy that kept calling me talking about night two. What do you need?
Oh, so this phone is working, huh? Well, you were missing one night.
Yeah, I'm surprised I even have friends. So
You read,
yeah,
wait,
I woke up in a parking lot
she
in
says,
front of the pizza place, and now I'm reopening it.
you hear it say, neat. You start recognizing the voice. It's the same character that had to do with Susan, by the way. You're playing as the same character that had to do with Susan and all that.
Oh, yeah, we should probably do that at some point, so the audience is not confused.
Yeah. We will do a thing again. We'll have to do it again, and for so you guys can know what it is, who Susan is.
I'm pretty sure he's probably just gonna put up a picture of her and then just put like a very small description of her and then just leave it at that.
Oh no, actually no. You're gonna go through the whole story again. They have to have a they have to have a history with her.
I know, but like for right now, just put a picture, description, and then
Okay, give me a second. Let's see if this works.
what are you looking for?
I am looking for a picture that would closely resemble her. Give me a second, guys. I am trying to find it. And ignore anything you see. That's not what I'm trying to show you. Okay. It's oh gosh. Okay, so I'm not finding any pictures. So you guys would just have to be description. So basically, it's a demonic pony thing. It it's literally that's literally the best description. That can change. It can change forms. It's like a shapeshifter, but different. Anyways, now back to it. It's your FB.
Yeah, I know. Alright. So this is obviously Susan then.
You don't know that your character doesn't know this though.
Yeah.
Yes, out of story, it is Susan.
Also, how convenient that the I didn't know this, but the story takes place in a cabin in the forest. I am so I came from a cabin in the forest to an abandoned pizza place in the middle of nowhere, trying to transport it to a city where I can get and go back home into a cabin in the woods, having to take a trip to this place down to the city, but basically every day to make sure everything's going okay.
Mm. So
This
basically,
seems like a
this.
very inconvenient life.
So basically, he got kidnapped and put into a pizza. But that is what happened. But okay, so now what are you gonna do?
I'll ask you this is.
You, not she. The voice, your friend it just it gives you a random name, like Lucy. It's like Lucy. It says Lucy. It's Lucy. Don't you remember? But then that's when you start recognizing the voice.
No, wait, that's not it. I have my. It's on the tip of my tongue. Hang on. I'm just sitting there. It's like pure silence for like 10 minutes. Hang on.
It says you don't remember me, do you?
Well, I was also left in an abandoned parking lot, so.
You hear it say, "Don't worry about moving into the city. We'll take care of that. We have a perfect spot to build a new one." And then she hangs up.
Well, Thanks for giving me your name. Alright.
You
Well.
hear ring, 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 ring.
My god, this phone is going to be the end of me. I'll pick it up.
You pick it up and you hear
I mute the call and throw the phone across the throw the phone across the. I can't speak. Throw the thingy across the thingy.
you do this, but instead you miss the wall, but go and you throw it down the hall, and you hear ding, and it comes flying back at you.
I dodge.
You dodge.
Matrix moments. Boom, 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 boom,
You
boom, boom,
dodge.
boom. Look at what I hit.
You see something brown coming down the hall. And
Hey, Fairy.
you hear, "Hey, why'd you throw that at me?"
I didn't mean to throw it at you. I was just upset because of this stupid phone. I hate this stupid phone.
It's good. It seems to be going off, and you finally hear that ring, 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 ring. He's like, "Here, let me answer it." He walks over to it, and he picks it up. You hear that. He's like, "Oh, that's just Golden Freddy." "Oh, hey, Golden Freddy." Golden Freddy goes. He just goes silent.
Oh my god, just that. Apparently not even a Minecraft villager.
And then he puts down the phone, and he's like, "Huh, guess he didn't want to talk," and walks
Oh,
away.
oh, oh, oh.
And anyways, then you start. What are you gonna do now?
Alright, I'm gonna make a list of things I need to do.
Okay, you do this. What are you writing with? Your blood?
It's a blood oath. Is there a pen
Yes,
anywhere?
there's a pen. You just have to
Is
look
there
for
a
it.
paper?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
paper.
I have to look for those things. Gotta look inside the cabinets.
You look inside the cabinet, you don't find anything but security outfits.
What the point? What's the point of having multiple outfits?
For multiple guards.
How, how many are there exactly?
Okay, if you really want to get into the FNAF lore, there's about probably like 3 or 4 during the day for security. There's about maybe 1 or 2 during the night. If lucky, if it's 2. One for the actual main night shift, the other one for like maintenance and all that.
Alright, that's all I need to know. Because if there's more than like 10,
There's 20 of them. Just.
I was about to say, if it's any number higher than 10, I don't think I want to work here.
Anyways,
On many security guard suits.
what?
I said, who needs that many seats? Anyway, I'm gonna go and look in a different place on the desk. Here we
You
go.
find a paper and a pen sitting right there.
So let's go down the entire time.
Mm-hmm. It'll sit in front of you the whole time. You decided to look in the lockers first. Cabinets, I mean, or whatever you said you. I don't remember what you.
Alright, right to-do list. What I need to do.
You do this. You hear yar har fiddly dee.
I'll look at where the noise is coming from.
It's coming from the hallway.
I'll look in the hallway.
You see you see Foxy, withered Foxy, well, unwithered Foxy now, walking down the hall, coming towards you. Says, nee, 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 acting silly.
If I see me something,
He's like, yar, no, I don't need something. I'm just sitting here exploring.
alrighty.
This is a new
Well,
place.
yeah, well, sorry, but you're probably not gonna be here for a whole bunch longer. We're gonna start moving stuff here in a bit, I think.
He's like, yar, yay.
Yay.
You hear heavy thumping now. Just
Alright, who is that? Who's
Foxy
that?
says,
Electronic! Blah,
Foxy says, so like, yar, that must be Chica. With that heavy thumping and all.
It's Chica!
You
Just
see
pick
this,
up.
you see this big yellow chicken walking down the hall. But she seems to be acting a little bit strangely.
Hmm.
She's like, are you okay? She doesn't respond. Foxy comes over to you. He's like, Arg, I think Chica's having a malfunction again.
Yeah, here, I'll do the test to see if she's the real Chica. Chica,
Do you look back to her?
yes.
You look back to her and she's standing right above your desk, looking down at you.
There's pizza on the tables in the kitchen.
Her body kind of starts trying to move, but keeps getting forced back to here, back to that spot. Then you hear from her, you hear a whisper going, and
Going Freddy!
it's still going. Then she starts bending down toward you, opening her jaw.
I walk out of the way.
She pushes the desk and traps you in a corner.
Wow, this is just not okay.
Foggy's like, Arg, matey, you need to calm down. Puts his hand on her shoulder, and she turns around and whacks Foxy and withered Foxy into a wall, which hits him. When he hits the wall, he turns off. You hear Withered Freddy come running. He's like, whoa, what happened? I heard it. I heard fighting.
He just comes in to see just Chica in a corner trapping me just begging for mercy.
He looks over at you and Chica, and he looks over at Foxy, and he looks over at you, and and he says, "What happened here?"
I don't know.
And they sit there, and he says, "What did you do?"
I did nothing, dear God, help me.
And then he hears Chica going, and he walks over to Chica, puts his hand on her shoulder. She whacks him. His head just turns, and he goes, grabs his head, pops it back into place, and thunk against Chica's head, and she goes, and shuts off.
Jesus.
And you hear Freddy say, "No one hits me and gets away with it. Golden Freddy, if you don't pop up now, I will get puppet." You hear Golden Freddy just pops up out of nowhere, just
Like, Puppet's just like that one mother figure, just, I'm telling Mom!
Golden Freddy pops up and starts, looks at Freddy and says, you hear him say, "You think I'm scared of her?" Puppet says, who are you not scared of? Says, "Who are you not scared of?"
Just
And
pops out.
Golden Freddy looks back and goes, nope, 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 and starts trying to run. Puppet grabs his body's suit and pulls him back in. He goes, nah.
I'm just gonna leave while I still can.
She says, no, you won't. You're a witness.
Okay?
You have to tell what happened.
Well, I was talking with Foxy, talking to her about the arrangements that's going to be happening on the new pizzeria that's going to be opening here in the city, and then he came in, started glitching I heard Golden Freddy's noises, and then bada bing, bada boom, he made Chica slap Foxy across the room. Freddy came in, bada bing, bada boom, RKO'd her.
She floats over to Chica, turns her back on, goes over to Foxy, turns him back on, and walks and starts floating down the hall. Foxy yells, "Archie, you will pay for that, you little chicken."
You little.
And Chicken's like, "Whoa, calm down! I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I don't know what I did." Going Freddy, puppet, going Freddy out of the room and says, and you hear him say, You hear Puppet say, "You better," like in this tone, "You better go and apologize, or else I will tear you from inch."
Jesus Christ.
Golden Freddy kind of slowly walks in and says, "I'm sorry."
Oh my god. This went from a horror story just to me, it just went from me watching a whole bunch of kindergartners.
And then Golden Freddy looks at you and gives you the squint, and he says, and you hear him say in your mind, "I'm watching you,"
What have I done?
and then disappears. Puppet comes up to you and says, "So what do you say?"
He said I'm watching you even though I've done literally nothing but trying to fix this place up.
And she says, "Take a look at your outfit.
I look at my outfit.
You're wearing a purple uniform."
How did I even get this on?
Probably when, I don't know. I don't know. She says, I don't know. Let me see." She puts her hand on your chest, or not your chest, your forehead, and you start going back
Uh,
in memories. You and her, you're standing right next to her. She's in her memories. You see, she goes and she's like, "Oh, so while you were sleeping, or while you were asleep when you weren't knowing."
Hold on. So does that mean that somebody changed me while I was sleeping?
Yes, someone
That's
that got
good.
into a purple car.
That has that's probably never going to escape my mind.
And you see blackness, but you hear her say, "Oh, so that's how you got here."
How did I get here?
She says, "Oh, I can't tell you. At least not yet."
So now I'm still at the square where I think that my parents just went to go get the milk. Alright.
And then you kind of wake up. You wake up. But you're in the basement now.
What the? How?
Puppet was sitting right next to you, and she's sitting there confused too. She's like, "How did we get here?"
That's a question that I'm asking. What the?
You see the unwithereds there too, and the toys as well. Toys, she could sit there right next to you, sitting there like, "He's awake, he's awake."
Out of roleplay, I'm getting some very, like, Monica-esque, like, vibes.
Now, I'm not gonna deny or accept that.
Oh god. Oh no.
I'm not gonna deny or affirm that.
Oh, well, let's just hope for the best. Alright. So we're all down here. I'm wearing a purple uniform.
Spring Bonnie is down there too, but Fredbear isn't.
Fredbear's not here. We're not Golden Freddy. Is everyone here?
Yes, all of them are there. Golden Freddy's sitting there trying to break down a door.
Roll call, roll call.
But you seem to be stuck on the ground though.
Well, that's just great. Alright. So Fredbear's not here. Is Shadow Freddy here?
Shred Freddy is there. And then Puppet, you hear Puppet say, "You might not. If you get up, you might want to do it slowly."
I swear to God, if I'm in another Springlock suit, I'm going to. No, what? Why?
She says, "Why don't you take? Here's a mirror." She pulls out a mirror, and you see the lefty suit again, and you see your head sticking out of the not sticking like you could see your head through the jaw of it.
Alright, from here on out, after I get out of this thing, I am removing every Springlock from literally every animatronic suit, every animatronic, just in general. Everything in this building will be unspring locked, and there's nothing you guys can do to stop me.
Toy Bunny said, "You hear Toy Bunny say, that's a problem.
No, this is a problem. It's like the third time this has
Some of
happened,
the
though.
suits do not work without spring locks. Spring Bunnies don't work without a spring lock. Fredbear's
Okay,
old suit doesn't work without a spring lock. The suit you're in doesn't work with a spring lock. And I know what the point purpose of that spring lock is, but I'm not gonna say because Puppet would hurt me right now if I were to say.
okay, well, I'm just gonna. Well, we're not gonna be using this thing, would we?
In the systems we have from our programming saying that there was a new robot that was going to be placed, and that is the new robot.
Fun. Very, very
So
fun.
and you see a worried look on his face start showing up.
Is there not. Like, my luck goes from being a god to being absolute trash to being a god to being absolute trash, and I have no idea where it's supposed to be anymore.
I have a question for you. Do you think this is hard right now?
Not really.
Okay, that question did hint at what's going to come in the future.
I know. I know.
Okay, so do you want to ask him why he looks worried?
Why are you worried? We've been through this like 8 different times. We're fine, bro.
He says, "I just scanned that suit. Those spring locks are about to go." But you hear Puppet go, "What?" You hear Fredbear outside the door go, "What? What spring locks?"
Yeah. Why are you the only person not in here?
I I'm in a room too. There seems to be a maze from some sort. Look out! Golden Freddy moves out the way. You see the door go ping and land like an inch from you.
That is very uncomfortable.
He comes over and he goes boop 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 boop. He boops the nose of the suit. A little keypad comes out of the suit and goes boop boop boop, and you hear the like a steam type of thing start going off.
Hmm.
And he goes boop boop, and he starts messing with buttons around the suit. And he goes boop boop, and you hear you feel you feel something click, and you see the suit's jaw open up wider. And he's like, "Okay, now you can pull it apart and get out."
Alright, let's just do this.
So you pull apart this, you take it apart, and you put it back together, and you're out. By the way, you didn't take it apart and put it back together while you're in it. That'd be so funny though. Someone takes it off, and then doesn't take it off, pulls it apart, puts it back together on him. Comes the spring lock snap right then and there, and he goes, but no, you're out.
Alright. Now let's get out of here. You said that there's a maze?
It seems like it'd be a maze, but the good thing is, the one thing they forgot is our navigation systems.
Good, but there's what? Is there anything else in this room that we can use? I feel like we're going to need to use something.
Toy Bonnie says there's a suit here that doesn't look like it has spring locks.
I'll take it.
You go to it. It looks like Spring Bonnie,
Oh,
but it's not Spring Bonnie. It's a different one. It's a different one. It looks like Spring Bonnie's suit, but Spring Bonnie is standing up behind you.
huh.
Spring
Okay,
Bunny's like,
cool.
wait,
Cool.
wait, before you do,
I'll
I need to check it.
be right back.
Okay, welcome back. So, yeah. Hey, I figured out there's a pause button. Anyways, Spring Bunny's like, let me take a look at it. He walks over to it and he looks around. He's like, nope, no spring lunks, you're fine.
Alright, let's get in this side.
He's like, here, let me help you. He pops it off, puts the suits on for you, helps you with it. He's like, so he asks you, you hear him ask you, say, so do you know how to move with it?
Not entirely.
And he says, there are little robotic pieces that will help you move with it to make you look more like a robot, because these are mascot suits, but they're not
Um,
completely mascot suits. They don't have swing locks, but they do have an endoskeleton, but the endoskeleton is small enough that you can fit inside.
well, to be honest, I'm technically half Transformer, though. Or half Tony Stark at this point.
And so
So why don't I just use that?
So he says, so try to close your hands into a fist.
Alright,
Do you do it?
yes.
You do it, and the suit's hand closed too. And he's like, so you know how to move the now try to move your right arm with for me, up and down.
Alright, I'll do that.
You do, and the suit's arm moves up and down. Now try to move your head left and right, and up and down.
Alright, alright,
You do that, and it works. Now it does have a function. You can wiggle the ears. Try to
yes.
do that.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
The ears wiggle.
Do, 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 do,
Now
do,
do the
do.
same thing with the left arm. Do the same thing with the right one that you did. Do the same thing you did with the right one.
Alright,
You do, and it does the same thing, except it gets stuck on the moving up. He's like, "Are you doing the up and down one yet?
I mean, I was.
You didn't want moving. Try it again.
Alright, I'll
You
try to do it again.
you do it. You try to do it again, and it won't move." He's like, "What's wrong?"
It's not moving.
Huh? Let me see. He starts looking in. He's like, "Oh, because that one's been frozen." He poops a button, and he's like, "Try it now."
Alright.
You move it up and down. Now I'm gonna need you to move.
I think these situations are just like, ooh, spooky.
Now I need you to turn your torso left and right.
Alright,
You do it, and it works. It succeeds in doing that. Now lift your right leg up and down and move your feet.
alright,
It succeeds. He says, now put it down so you don't fall.
alright,
Okay, you do this, and he says, do the same thing with the left leg.
alright,
You do, and it works. Now I'm gonna need you to take a step forward.
alright,
You do, onto with your right leg. You do it with the right leg, and he's like, good. Now try to do it on your left leg.
alright,
You do it, and you trip and fall. Your left, like the left leg fails and falls, makes you fall.
oof,
And he's like, let me check that. And he's like, okay, it's good. Now he lifts you up, and he's like, try to walk now.
alright,
You walk, and you walk perfectly.
alright,
Now it's just do. It's not like you have to continuously do that every time. I won't ask that now from that point on.
alright, let's go.
And Spring Bunny says, before we go, and he's like, this is an important thing. These suits can protect you, but not by much.
Mm.
They
Heck, all I have is a flashlight. I used to have an axe, but things shattered to pieces the second I use it.
Spring Bunny says, I used to have an axe,
Huh.
but I lost it somewhere. I think they threw it in the trash.
Hmm.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Let's go. Ivan walks out the room. You're the only one in the room now.
Hey, guys, wait for me.
You walk into the room. They're all staring at a door.
We'll open that door.
And they say, that's a problem. Toy Bunny says, that's a problem. It requires a key card that you only have.
I have a keycard?
Yeah, you notice something. You notice something inside your chest pocket.
Huh. Neat. Swipe.
You go to reach for it, but you see your hand bonks onto the suit's chest. Do you forget you were wearing a suit?
Oh, yeah.
Spring Bunny's like, so, anyone with small hands? Puppet's like, I do. Puppet comes up and he's like, she goes up and he reaches inside the suit and grabs the key card and hands it to you.
Thank you. Sweet.
The door goes king and opens, and you see stairs going up.
Alright, everyone, let's get out of here.
You start walking up the stairs. Everyone starts going upstairs. You see a door.
Alright. What does this door require?
Nothing. Just it's an open. You can open it. But before you open it, you hear voices inside.
Yep, no, I'm not gonna touch that one.
Inside, that's the only door.
And I'm just gonna wait.
Okay. Puppet's like, move out the way. I'll open it. She goes right beside you and opens the door and she says, where are we?
Look inside.
You see a parts and storage room, but it's not the one you had before.
I don't know.
And with the phrase like, oh my gosh, just go in the room so we can go in, so we can do other things.
I mean, hey, we're all together, and so I don't see what the worst that could happen would be. Final words.
Everyone goes in. You hear someone speaking on a megaphone saying, we will have our show members showing up in a second. They're on their way.
I don't like that. Does anyone else like that sound?
Everyone's like, I don't, it doesn't look that good. But, and then you hear, we're having some technical difficulties. Give us a second. They'll be here in a second. And unwithered chick is like, I think they're talking about us. Puppet's like, we'll find it. Puppet says, I'll find out. Opens the door, starts floating out. No, it's just like kind of walks out to hide that she's possessed. And so she goes out, and he's like, you hear the mage state the person on the microphone says, "Oh, here they come." And where she goes like, "Yep, they're talking about us. So we better
Oh,
get out there before we have any suspicions."
alrighty.
Everyone goes out. You're still in the room. Spring Bonnie's standing there, just like, where do I go? Fredbeard's sitting there, just looks like he's contemplating his life.
You go and perform.
They say, okay. They all walk out. You hear the microphone's like, hey, there's our 2 stars.
Hmm. Interesting. I guess I'll watch them inside.
You, and then you hear one that may spasm the microphone user saying, "We seem to be missing one. We'll go check to see if he's ready to perform." You hear footsteps come into the room.
Oh god.
You see people come in. You can either you could pretend like to be a robot and pretend to be shutting down, or you can try to convince them that you're human.
I'll pretend to shut down.
You pretend to shut down, which makes it easy because the robot can help you with that. So basically, you shut down. They're like, huh, he must have been unpowered. So then they start messing around with the suit. They turn it, you press it, you feel them press something, you can either turn it, be like turn on, or you can just stay shut down.
I'll turn on.
Okay, you turn it, you act like you turn on. And you're like, oh, so that was the power button, yes! Okay, now you need to get to the stage next to Freddy.
Alright, I'll walk over to Freddy.
Okay, you do this. You see Freddy standing on a thing performing. He looks at you and like he's saying, he's looking at you like he's questioning, like, why are we here?
Look, I don't know either, and to be honest, I don't really know how to perform.
You see his eyes are saying, just move around and pretend like you're singing.
Alright. That's basically what I do on everything that required at school.
You do this.
Get up on stage. Nope.
You do this, after a bit, the kids go leave, and it goes ding dong ding dong.
Oh
And
my
one's
god.
like, there I go. What the heck is going on? One sec. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You're more important. Um, and your phone goes off.
Alright, I'll pick up the phone.
And it's the same person. He's like, "Hey, it's Lucy here. We got you guys moved. We didn't find you though.
Wait, what?
We didn't find you. Oh, we found all the other animatronics. They were all sitting there. They were all easy to find, but we couldn't find you. Where are you?
What do you mean the old ones?
The other ones. You know, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Puppet, Toy Chica, Toy Bonnie, Toy Freddy, Golden Freddy, Fredbear, Drink Bonnie, Shadow Freddy. We also found this weird Shadow Toy Bonnie thing.
I'm not sure about the Toy Bonnie thing, but if, as long as I'm aware, we're all here. We're all at a different location, right?
Yeah, they're all at a different location. We also found a new Spring Bonnie suit they didn't have spring locks, but we never found you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm the one with the no spring locks in it. At least
Hmm.
that's what I
Well,
think.
give us a second. We're on our way.
Alright.
In fact, we're here. You hear the main door open.
Perfect timing. Alright, guys. No, best case scenario, we all get out. Well, we'll be on our way to the new location. Or at least we're gonna build the new location, anyways.
That's the person that was on the phone over. You hear it say, "This is the new location.
Wow.
It was already built before you got here."
How?
Easily. It took you were. It's been a couple of days.
Excuse me, what?
It's been a couple of days, and she's talking to the Spring Bonnie. She doesn't know you're inside it yet. She just knows you said you were inside it, but she hasn't completely looked. And then she's behind a corner, so you don't know what she looks like yet.
Alright, well, so, Papa, is it possible that we went forward in time by any chance?
Puppet says, no. The only you've been asleep for quite a while.
So, we've been in my memories for 2 days.
No, I got out of your memories, and for some reason you wouldn't wake up, which was
Oh,
weirdest thing. So, anyways, you're gonna introduce us to your friends over there that are hiding behind a corner for some reason.
sure. Like, you guys come out?
The one that sounded like a female said, "You wouldn't like it if I did." Everyone runs every time I show my face.
Don't worry, I'm literally in a spring body suit and everyone else here are just robot with some children glued to animatronics with metallic soul glue. I stole that from the game theorist. So I think we're all fine in this regard.
And she says, "Fine," and she comes around the corner, and you recognize her as Susan.
Hey!
She says, "What are you aying about, Spring Bonnie thing?"
I remember you now. Also, what do you mean?
I mean, why? What do you How do you remember me? We've never met except that one time when I found you in a, in outside the building and you're next to a trash can. She still hasn't looked inside the suit.
It's me in the suit.
She's like,
I really.
she's like,
What
sure.
you call? I literally told you this when I called you.
She's like, sure. And Puppet kind of like taps your head, and she's like talking to your mind. She's like, I don't think she believes you.
Well, we could try taking off the mask. That will prove it.
And Puppet says, that's a little problem. If you try to take off the mask will break. Why don't you try to tell her of a memory that only you and her would know?
Alright, you don't like water. We fought on a giant monster animatronic thing together, and we first met in my. Oh yeah, I forgot my cabin burned down.
And she says, "Oh, it's back up. They rebuilt it." And she's like, so it is really you.
Yes.
She kind of runs over and hugs you, which makes you fall down. She says, I
And
thought you died.
I thought I died too because I just woke up in a parking lot and thought my parents went to go get the milk.
And the others are sitting there like, just sitting there. You hear Spring Bunny talking to Fred, whisper to Fred Bear, like, and he says, "So I love how Fred." And you hear him say, "I love how Freddy sit there and said, introduce us to your friends over there," and he hasn't even introduced them.
Well, I am having a friend reunion here.
He's like, "What? You heard me?"
Yes,
Fredbeard smacks Spring Bonnie across the head, just thunk.
you whisper very loudly.
Spring Bonnie's like, "Ah, what was that for?" Fredbeard's like for talking behind someone's back.
Now see, now Fredbear knows how to whisper.
You don't even hear Fredbeard, and Fredbeard goes up to him. You don't even hear it. And he goes,
See?
and Spring Bonnie kind of giggles a little.
Recognize how he actually whispers.
Well, Spring Bonnie says, "Well, sorry, I was programmed to make it to where everyone can hear me." And that Susan's like says, "So you want to see the shack?"
Um, the shack?
Mm-hmm. The cabin.
Oh yeah, sure.
The others can come too. They don't need to stay in this place. This is just a place that they could visit if they want to. They only built it if they wanted to hang out here. The others are like, heck yes, we can leave for once. And Puppet's like, so Puppet's sitting there going, this is all I know. It's buildings.
Well, don't worry. Yeah, our place. It will be a nice place for you guys to stay.
So everyone leaves. They all get in the bus.
I can imagine the bus drivers sitting there just, oh god, please don't
There's
kill
no
me.
one bus driving. They're expecting you
Oh,
to drive it.
I have I'm mentally like 3 years old, but okay. Time to drive a car. Vroom, vroom.
Susan's like, I'll drive it. You just take the. You just hop in with them.
Alright.
She looked at the car and she was about to tell you to take the car, but then she realized that wasn't their car. They walked here.
Remember everyone to buckle your seatbelts. We're going to be moving at a pace of which will be pace.
Everyone's
Yes.
like looks around for a seatbelt, and I look at you and like
Yeah,
Fred
no,
Fredbear comes up and slaps you across your head and says, "There is no seatbelts."
that joke was worth it.
And
I
he's
don't
like,
care what you say, that was worth it.
and then they start driving. Everyone falls over, including you.
See, guys, we should have put on our seatbelts.
Fredbear comes and punches you. He's like, "One
Wow.
more word, and I'm gonna wail on you."
Please don't.
Susan looks around and says, "You wail on him, and I'll tear you inch from inch." Fredbear's like, "Mm," and kind of runs back to the corner. Spring Bonnie comes up and starts comforting him and says, "Wow, she's so mean." Susan just kind of lets go of the wheel and comes back there and says, "Do you want me to turn this bus around?"
Um,
The bus is somehow driving itself.
does this thing have an auto drive?
She looks at you and says, "No, don't you remember I'm a demonic pony thing?"
Fair enough.
And you show up at the house, it's the cabin in no time.
Yes.
She parks, everyone's sitting there, it's just terrified. Even Puppet's sitting there, like, terrified.
Yeah, we kind of live in a very shady neighborhood.
Everyone gets out, they're like, huh, well, must be nothing, I felt some strange. Puppets, you hear puppets say, "There's some strange feelings going on, and I don't know what it's from, but it's fine." They all waiting out your front door, they're like waiting for you.
Alright, let's open the doors.
You open your doors, and all your old friends were there. Are there?
Hey! That's probably about like 3 people.
Remember, I know one of them died.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Oh my god, I remember. Oh my god, we literally left him in there.
I think his body is somewhere in the forest still.
We literally we accidentally left him in there. We forgot to grab him, so he was just sleeping through the whole thing and burned it. Oh god.
And he's like, it's like, if he was slept in it, he's alive because they rebuilt everything. And Susan brought everyone back to life that was in there, except the evil people,
Mm,
except her brother too. She couldn't revive him,
mm,
and she can only revive people once. So, and that was the last of her power revival power that she used on that. So if you die, you're done. So don't die.
I know I see that.
Okay. Anyways, you open the door. You walk in. They're still waiting at the door. They're like, "Can we come in?"
You know we can go in.
No, they're like, "I know you can go in, but can we come in?"
We can come in. Yes, you guys can come in. When I say we, I mean us. The team, the squad.
Okay, they all come in. Your friends are sitting there. They go from happy face to like a scared face.
Don't worry, this is not our first. Why are you all scared? This isn't your first rodeo with supernatural beings, God.
They're they're the killer robots from Freddy Fazbear's. Freddy's like, "Hey, that's not nice."
Killer, maybe. But that doesn't mean. Okay, that doesn't mean we can judge them a tiny bit, but they've changed.
And they're like, "Okay, fine. I'll give them." They all say, "I'll give them a chance."
Besides, the probably one of the only deaths was because of a bad person, and the other one was just pure mistake. Or at least the Bite of 87 was.
Fredbear starts shaking in fear again after you said that.
What's Fender went wrong?
Spring Bonnie comes up and he says, "Oh, he doesn't want to talk about it, but when you say Bite of '87, it brings us back flashbacks to what happened in '87." And we don't talk about that. If you want to talk about it, X to Puppet. X Puppet.
Isn't that aim 3?
No,
Bite of 87 was main goal, right? Like we discussed that last video.
we're not going by the actual FNAF lore.
I know, but literally, like, so there were 2 bites of 87?
No,
So then what was main goal?
Mango in the actual FNAF lore was a different bite up. I don't remember. I don't know, and this ain't a FNAF lore video. And to be honest, I'm leaving the FNAF lore for game theory. The game theorizer.
The game funker.
But anyways, and he says, Spring Bonnie says, if you want to talk about it, you talk to Puppet.
Alright.
So,
Alright, I'll, leave them to, I guess, for right now. Um, um, about it. Yeah, guess you guys can explore the house a bit. We got a downstairs maze area. We got a,
Pokey's like, Maze Marg, and comes going runs down the stairs. And you hear
okay.
thud, boom, 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 boom. Here, ow, that hurt. And
Yeah, I should imagine there's stairs.
Pokey's like, that's good to know. You know what? You're gonna come back upstairs and grabs you and tosses you down the stairs. There's stairs. And you're going thunk, 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 thunk. And he's like, how does it feel, huh? And you're sitting as you're sitting again down on the floor, on the bottom, just,
This feels amazing.
and he's like, and he grabs you and just tosses you back up.
Anyway, guys, we have an upstairs. We have, I think, at least 2 or 3 bedrooms. So you
And
guys
when your
are
friends are like, sit there, sorry for interrupting you. When your friends sit there and say, "Oh, there's been an expanded. We expanded it. There's a lot more rooms."
perfect. Everyone pick a room. I'm pretty sure at max we're probably gonna have to have groups of two. If not, we're all gonna have our own rooms.
And everyone splits up. Toysuke is just still standing there. She seems to be staring at your friends.
And over here we have the garage area. You know, it's by the kitchen. Oh yeah, there's a kitchen over there. We usually don't really use it. We kind of just put pizza in there usually.
She goes, "Pfft,"
So, yee.
and you're thunk 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 thunk. She looks at you like she looks at you like asking for permission.
You have permission to go into the kitchen to look for pizza.
She goes, "Pfft," and she starts looking out throughout the whole thing.
Alright. And I think that's about it.
You hear a car pulling in.
Oh yeah, we also have a driveway. I'll go into the driveway.
You go into the driveway. You see your girlfriend's car pull up. Remember, your character that
Yeah,
you, Susan, had a girlfriend.
yeah, I know this. I remember.
She pulls up and she's like, "Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
We got so worried after you left the house for some reason. You said you were going to go find Freddy Fazbear's in the middle of
Um,
nowhere, and you disappeared."
it's a long story. I'll explain it to you when we get inside.
She walks in. She drops what she has in her hand. She comes out and she's like, "So you want to explain to me why there's a 8-foot chicken pillaging our kitchen?"
Another thing I will explain to you in the bedroom.
She's like, "Okay."
Yeah.
She walks up the stairs and she's pulling you by the animatronic ear, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about this.
And Spring Bonnie's like, "I forgot to mention, you will feel pain when they pull you by the ear."
Ah!
And so yeah, you you're you she drags you into the bedroom and pulls you, and it's like, "So you better start explaining now."
Um, so, you may not like the first part of this story, but I don't remember why I went out. I woke up in a parking lot and don't remember anything.
She's like, "Oh," and she's like, "Wait a minute, wait a minute, I forgot." You actually said you were going out to get groceries, not Freddy's. You're going to get groceries at Freddy's. There's a new Fred Meyer's in this town. You said you're going to get groceries at the new Fred Meyer's because you said they were cheaper. So, what's the last thing you remember?
Waking up in the Freddy Fazbear's parking lot.
Before that,
Nothing.
the last thing you remember, because it is your character, is helping Susan out with that
I.
thing.
Oh yeah, no. Helping Susan out, and that's about it.
She's like, "Huh, so something must have happened beyond then." And she goes, "So what's this puppet thing that's watching me?"
Um, I'm not. That is the. You're gonna laugh when you hear the name because you got it perfectly. It's the puppet.
And it's like, "Okay, do I need to ask it what it is, why it's watching me?"
Look, it's what I don't know why it's watching you, but it's basically kind of the parent of these animatronics, I guess you could put it.
And she's like, "Okay, so it looks like my half." She walks up to him and he's like, "So why are you watching me?" Puppet looks down at her and says, "I don't know. You just somehow, if for some reason, I got a connection to you." She's like, "Okay, not weird at all." and she says, then she looks at, and then she sits there and talking, and then he's like, and she asks her just a random question. Can you go see memories? Puppet's like, yes. And she says, so do you think you could find out what happened to him? And Puppet's like, alright, I already know, but I can't say it in front of him.
Alright, I'll walk outside the room. I mean, I need to get out of here anyways.
You walk out the room. You don't hear anything. Basically, what she said is that you were kidnapped along the way, but you don't hear that.
Alrighty. Not creepy at all.
And then your girlfriend comes out and she's like, she hugs you. And she says, first of all, why are you wearing the suit?
Um, see, it's a long story.
Do
But
you,
long story short, it's for protection.
she says, well, you don't need protection here. Do you need help taking it off?
Um, I don't know. Probably.
Spring Bonnie comes up and is like, I'll help him. Boom, then twists the head and the head falls off, and then the rest of the body falls off. And he walks down the stairs again.
Mm. But
You hear laughter coming from the living room.
we'll head down to the living room.
You see Gordon, Freddy, Fredbear, and Spring Bonnie talking to your three friends.
Glad to see they're getting along.
They say, oh, they're actually pretty nice. The only one that seems weird enough is the chicken, which is staring at us for some weird reason. It's giving us the jeepers.
Some weird reason.
Not the toy chica. She's staring at him like she's about to kill him. The other one is staring at him in a weird way. The toy chica is staring at him she's gonna kill him, but the other one's not. The unwithered one is not. Do you take a look at the unwithered chica?
Yes.
You take a look at the unwithered chica. You notice her eyes are rolled in back into her suit, and she's staring at him. And
Alright. Then you'll deal with the chicken.
unwithered phrase, stop you before you go. He says, don't. Wait
Okay.
until either you can go up to Golden Freddy and let him know, or you can wait until Golden Freddy notices her.
We'll just wait until you notice, I guess. I'll go try and stop Toy Chica from murdering my friends.
You walk up to Toy Chica, she kind of grabs you and hugs you, and you hear her say, he's mine.
And that's where I'm going to start panicking.
Susan looks down, sees it, and she starts getting protective.
Oh god, now I have 3 people fighting for me. Jesus Christ. Um,
Your girlfriend looks down and says, nice, and walks away.
help me.
She says, nope, you're on your own. Susan tackles Toy Chica. They start having a
And
hissy fit.
now it's time for me to make my escape.
Toy Chica grabs your leg and pulls you in.
No!
Under the trays looking at this, just sitting there like... Under the tray grabs you and pulls you out and lifts you up. They all start trying to jump for you. And he yells, Puppet! Puppet comes down and he's like, here. Puppet says, here you go. Freddy says, hands you over to Puppet. Puppet just grabs you and pulls you into the bedroom and shuts the door and locks it. And he's like, she said, you'll be safe here.
Oh, thank God.
You hear thunk, 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 thunk.
Oh God.
And you hear wood breaking.
Oh God!
Then it goes silent. Puppet unlocks door, opens it. Susan comes walking in like all proud.
Now I'm concerned what just happened.
On where the Freddy comes in, just sitting there with the look of like, what the heck just happened. Toy Chica comes crawling in with all her body parts. She just comes crawling in like. and then Susan sits by your side.
Hi.
She says, hi. She says, so we
So,
made a deal.
What was that deal?
We can share. The girlfriend comes in and comes and starts clapping, and she says, "So you guys finally came into a conclusion." Like, and Susan says, "Yep." George is sitting there, starts shaking in fear, and with a phrase like, sitting there, just looking around like,
To be honest, I'm kind of scared to say anything else.
they all walk out the room. Pup is still standing there, like, and she's still, you can see she's super confused, like, what the heck just happened?
I don't know what happened. This all started when I let Twitchy have some of my pizza.
And George and Pup does the forehead face palm.
What's that for?
You haven't put it together yet, have you?
No.
She says she likes you once you feed her pizza, she will like you for the rest of her life. So now you're stuck with her until one of the other Amtrunks feeds her or someone else feeds her pizza. And then, depending on since you guys no one has fed her pizza in a while, it's gonna take a lot more than one slice now. But the good thing is something dangerous is coming. So,
How is that a good thing?
cause then you can use her as bait. She'll basically do anything for you.
I know what that's mean.
She says, but it gets rid of her.
I know it gets rid of her, but we can find a different way.
She's like, fine, okay, gosh. Trying to help you here.
I know you're trying to help me and I appreciate it. But I would like to not sacrifice somebody to do so.
She's like, okay. And you hear knocks on the door. You hear one. You hear three knocks in specific. You hear three knocks.
Hmm.
And a little hint, you may want to write that down. Or at least remember it.
Alright.
I would send a picture of what you're gonna go against next, but that ruins the fear factor and this hard factor. You won't know what's coming to get you.
Alright, well, I gotta go to bed.
Okay, we'll continue this whenever.
Alright.
See you guys. Peace.
Yeah.